Hey everyone, it's Allanda. Welcome back. Today I'd like to share a little tidbit of what I've been doing for the last 16 years. I normally don't share this with anyone, but I felt like it was only fitting with where I am on this weight loss journey to share this little tidbit of information. I'd also like to thank Mochi Health for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into it. If you're new, hi, I'm Allanda. I'm a 48, technically 47, but tomorrow I'll be 48. Mother of 6, a high school teacher, and y'all, I'm gonna share a little secret. You ready? Every year, the day before my birthday, I write myself a love letter. A love letter. And I know you're like, what? Yes, I write myself a love letter. So let me tell you where this stemmed from. My mom was a single mom. She raised me. She passed away in February of 2009, left me without any surviving parents. Being an only child, and at that time I only had my one son, Christopher, that put me in a very dark space, So to crawl out of that space, I took my then 4-year-old son, or 5, I think he was 4. He was 4. Going on 5, self and him to Hawaii. We checked into the hotel. It was a Hilton. I know that for a fact. And they were so sweet. They had left me a little cupcake on a little tray to celebrate or commemorate, can't say the word, to celebrate my birthday. And once Christopher went to bed, I sat there with that little cupcake and I cried. Actually, you know what? I think I have a picture of me in that cupcake. I'm going to put it in there. But I cried and I cried and I cried. And I mean ugly cry. Big nose, swollen eyes, hyperventilating type cry. And after I got it all out, the Hilton had a stack of notepads. They have notepads in the drawer by the bedside. I took that notepad and I wrote myself a love letter. Now, where it came from, I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was because I missed my mom. And I'm not going to cry. Oh, my God. Maybe it's because I missed my mom saying all the great stuff that she would normally say to me on my birthday. Maybe it was because at that moment, I was a single mom. Maybe it was because I was in Hawaii watching all these freaking couples walk around. And here I am walking around with my 4-year-old son. But I wrote down why I loved myself. And, maybe in hindsight, it was my one way of saying, look, you got this little guy. You got to keep yourself going. And so let's look at all the beauty that you have inside. So that year, I wrote myself a love letter. On my birthday, I woke up and I read it to myself. And then I just kept going. And every year since that, I have written myself a love letter. It's something that I keep to myself. I don't share with anyone. And a lot of times, to be honest, I don't even keep the letter. Like once I read it on March 18th, I'm done with it. But usually, my love letters to myself detail being a mom. Yeah. You're a good mom, you're this, you're that, you're a good teacher, you're a good friend. Last year, my love letter to myself really wasn't about me. It really wasn't. And then if you didn't know, later on that afternoon, my co-parent hit me with the news that he had an affair. So it was like, F this love letter. So my mom was definitely in a different place that day. And then Oprah had also released her video, The Shame, something of GLP-1. So I just completely switched gears. But last night, a day early of all things, I started writing my letter to myself. And this morning, not being my birthday, I started reading it to myself and I realized that it was constructed differently than any time I had ever written it. I wasn't done with it. I was going to finish it up today. But as I was reading it, I realized that the tone was more focused towards me. Like, truly, like, Allanda, you are doing it. You are killing the weight loss game. You're losing weight. You're getting off medications. You are being, you know, a role model to your children. I mean, it was written in a way I would normally have never written it. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. So, tomorrow is my birthday. I'll be 48 years old. That really doesn't mean anything to me, if I'm honest. Like, I don't get butterflies or jinglies. I don't get anything. It's like, girl, you mean 48. I'm 48. Maybe when I hit 50, I'll be like, oh, I'm 50. But right now, I got a lot of other stuff I got to get done. So the age is not really resonating with me. But the words I wrote on that piece of paper truly are. Those words, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't. They're making an impact in my life in a way that, or really, I'm making an impact on my life in a way that I never thought I could have ever done for myself. I've mentioned this before. In my life, I can motivate others, I can help others reach their goals. But when it came to my weight loss, I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. And for years, my letters never really stemmed on success I had. One year it did, because I used to flip houses. And, you know, everybody was like, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. And I was like, girl, I won't. I'm not going to do it. And then I was like, I did it. I did it. So that year, that letter was kind of like, you really put yourself out there and you succeeded and good job. Yay, woo, woo, woo. But past that, my letters have been written differently. So sometimes we have to change the game. We do. Sometimes we have to shake things up to remind ourselves how far we've come. And me being on this weight loss journey has truly done that. And again, I couldn't have done it without the help of Mochi Health. And I say that because I was on name brand and I was paying $5.50 a month. And that was just killing my budget. It was killing my budget. It was becoming harder and harder. I was eating through my savings. And y'all know my car broke down and I was like, medication car. And I was able to make it work for that month. But it became a struggle. And now I pay $1.99 a month for my tirzepatide. And I know a lot of people are out there worried and freaking out. But y'all, sometimes we got to put ourselves out there in uncomfortable positions to see success. So Mochi Health is out there. Real change, enduring change, happens one step at a time, according to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. If you're looking to start your first step on your GLP-1 weight loss journey, may I suggest join Mochi. It's easy. The first step, do a free online quiz to determine which GLP-1 will best suit you. Your first step is to complete an eligibility quiz. You'll meet with the provider and they will customize a plan that will work best for you and your goals. Your medication will be shipped directly to your home, and from that, you can start your GLP-1 weight loss journey. I wish you the best, and remember, Mochi is here for you. If you're looking for an affordable GLP-1, they're there. If you're looking to get on name brand, they have a whole PA system, prior authorization department, that can help you work with your insurance to see if it'll get covered. It doesn't get covered for me under my circumstances, so that's why I'm on a compound tirzepatide. But here we go. Thank you, Mochi Health. Now to wrap up this video, may I invite you to write yourself a letter. Write yourself a letter, read it to yourself, and remind yourself just how much you are loved. Yeah, it's beneficial to have others, tell you how much you're loved, but it's also really nice when you can tell yourself, girl, I love you. I love you too. I love you too. By the way, this was just show you how well I'm doing on this GLP-1 journey. This came for Valentine's Day. And I've actually been sharing it with others. So, old Allanda would have ate all this up and be like, now what? Should we go get some that's on clearance? But there's no need. I still have 2, 4, 6, 7 left. And even as I smell chocolate, it's doing nothing for me. So, do something for yourself today. Write yourself a love letter. I'll see y'all later.